Welcome friends. In previous video, uh, we had discussed about first law of thermodynamics for a single process and a cyclic process. For a single process, the which is and the formula is called the equation of energy balance, which is nothing but total heat interaction is equal to work interaction plus energy stored in a system. That means the internal energy of the system. The mathematical formulation is Q equal to W plus delta E. This is the first law of thermodynamics for a particular process. It's also called energy balance equation. In second, the first law for a cyclic process also we discussed, which is the total heat interaction, which is equal to total work interaction for a complete cycle. Everyone knows what is cyclic process. Cyclic process means initial and final stages are identical, and the cyclic process is the connection of different processes. Okay, the process is to be a cyclic process. The process having minimum two process. Okay, this is the cyclic process. Here the net heat transfer which is equal to net work transfer. This is another form of first law for a first cycle. Those concepts are already we talked in previous uh, videos. Today we solved some problems related to the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, let me start. The first problem is very simple problem. A system is composed of a gas contained in a cylinder fitted with a piston. The gas expands from the state 1 for which E1 equal to 75 kilojoules to a state 2 for E2 equal to minus 25 kilojoules. During the expansion, the gas does 60 kilojoules of work on the surroundings. Determine the heat transfer to or from the system during the process. Very simple process, and we can directly substitute the values and get the unknown value. But one thing is, what is the sign convention of the heat and work? This is a very very important point. Already this also discussed in previous video. For a heat input, negative sign, and output positive sign, work input positive sign, work output negative sign. Then here carefully read the problem. The internal energy change E1 75, E2 minus 25, then delta E equal to E2 minus E1. This formula is also very basic formula. Then next is read the seconds. Read the second. Furthermore, during the expansion, the gas does 60 kilojoules of work on surroundings. This means work on the surroundings, which means work is done by the system. Also says the work output from the system. Okay, therefore this is having positive sign, which is the very important thing we have to point out for the problem. Okay, therefore the 60 kilojoule having minus sign, then determine value, either we can positive or negative. Based on that sign, we can conclude the result. Solution: E1 75, E2 to minus 25, W 60 kilojoules. To find the amount of heat transferred, apply the first law of thermodynamics. According to the first law of thermodynamics, Q equal to W plus delta E. Delta E is E2 minus E1, and then W is 60 plus 60. Okay, not minus 60. Very important point. Then delta E also E2 minus E1, not E1 minus E2. Okay, any dx dy anything you can take, but the value is, for example, dx which is equal to x2 minus x1, not x1 minus x2. Then another dy means y2 minus y1, not y1 minus y2. Similarly, delta E is equal to E2 minus E1, not E1 minus E2. Then substitute the values, then we get minus 25 and minus plus 75, but the sign is minus. Then minus 75 equal to minus 100 kilojoules. Substitute the values, then we get the Q, which is equal to minus 40 kilojoules. Then the minus shows the heat rejected from the system. Okay, this is your simple example of first law of thermodynamics. Then we go to the second problem, which is a typical problem, which is weightage is 12 marks. Problem is a system undergoes a cyclic process. Here the process is a cyclic process, of which we have number of processes. Okay, cyclic process composed of 4 processes, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 1. It shows the initial and final states are 1. Therefore the process is called cyclic process. Then the energy transfer is tabulated flow. Each and every process having heat interaction, work interaction and energy stored, internal energy. Okay, in the table those values are presented, but some values are missing. Okay, our objective is to calculate the missing value for all process. Okay, this is our objective. Just the problem, complete the table and determine the power output. First we complete the table and then we calculate the power output of the particular cycle. Okay, then first step, for any process Q equal W plus delta U. Then go to the first process 1 to 2, suffix is a different for every process. The formula is same, but the suffix is a different one. Process 1 to 2, the suffix is Q1 to 2. Process 2 to 3, the suffix is Q2 to 3. This is only a difference, but some formula is same. Okay, then now start the problem. Q1 to 2 equal W1 to 2 plus delta U1 to 2. And process 1 to 2, Q1 to 2 and W1 to 2 is given, delta U is not given. And substitute the known values and calculate the delta U1 to 2. Then process 2 to 3, similarly same formula but suffix is different, which is 2 to 3. Here they are giving heat and internal energy. The unknown parameter is work output. Then substitute the known parameters and calculate the unknown parameter with the correct sign. Okay, here W equal to minus 100 kilojoules. Substitute the values in same manner. Anything didn't change. Substitute the same value, we get minus 100 kilojoules. And write it is minus 100, not plus 100. Okay, which is nothing. It is from that minus we get some information, which is the work done on the system, not work done by the system. Okay, then we go to the process 3 to 4, but in 3 to 4 in the table process 3 to 4 having only one known variables, 2 unknown variables. Or it is difficult to calculate the 2 unknown variables in a particular single equation. Therefore we can skip the 3 to 4 and go to this final process, which is 4 to 1. Here also the unknown values are 2. Therefore we can easily find out the unknown value, which is the internal energy of the process. And heat transfer value is 0, work transfer value is 75. Substitute the value and internal energy value equal to minus 75 kilojoule per minute. Then now we calculate the heat work and internal energy change during the process 3 to 4. For that we go to the cyclic process concept. In cyclic, first law for the cyclic process concept, net heat transfer equal to net work transfer, which is the summation of all heat transfer, which is equal to the summation of all work transfer. Q1 to 2, Q2 to 3. From that equation, the unknown value is W3 to 4 alone. All other values are either determined or given in the problem. substitute that values, calculate the W324. W324 which is equal to 275 kilojoule per minute. Then now we go to the process 324 and write the formula Q324 equal to W324 plus delta U324. Now we determined the W324 value, and they are given they are giving the Q324 value, and substitute that values, we can easily find out the delta U324. Here we get minus 475 kilojoule per minute. The first question is over. And second question is determine the power output. The power output is nothing but kilowatts. In the problem they are giving kilojoules per minute. So we can convert the kilojoule per minute to kilojoule per seconds. It directly shows the total power output in terms of kilowatts. Okay, this is the problem. Here again apply the net heat transfer, which is equal to net torque transfer. Summation add the all heat transfer values vertical wise or column wise, and also add the work transfer in column wise. You can get same value, which is equal to 400 kilojoules plus 400 kilojoules. Therefore the net work is not an input, which is output. If you can negative sign, the process is the work is a input one, but in our problem we get a positive value, which is nothing but 400 kilojoules per minute. Convert that 400 kilojoules per minute to kilojoule per second through the division of 60. We get the total power output of the system. Okay, this is a typical problem. In that problem, the result is 6.67 kilowatts. In next class, we discussed about the process, non-flow process and flow process in a first law of thermodynamics. Non-flow means there is no mass interaction, only energy interact between system and surroundings, which is nothing but first law of thermodynamics for a closed system. Then the first law of thermodynamics for a open system. Okay, here energy and mass both are interactive one. Okay, flow and non-flow process, and types of non-flow process we have to discuss in future classes, and various application involved in the open system concept. Okay, those things are discussed in later this units. Today I wind up the session. Thank you.